What is worship without you, maker? Who am I?
So, in this question, we said make arrows the subject formula. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do here now, in this case, we are going to take the square of both sides. Take the square of both sides. So we are taking the square of both sides, we are going to have a square is equal to pi r root h square minus r square all square. Okay, so we are going to have a square is equals to pi r all squared. Then this square will take over this root, so we are going to have h square minus r square. Alright, because this square is going to square this, then the square is going to separate this because they are two separate entities bounded by multiplication sign. So the next thing we are going to have now is that we are going to have h square is equals to pi square r square in bracket h square minus r square. So from here, we are going to open the bracket. So a square is equals to pi square r square h square minus pi square r 4. So pi square r square times r square, we are going to have pi square r raised to power 4. So from here, this is where it becomes tricky. Okay, from here we can decide to use the general formula method. Okay, so before then, we are going to say let x be equal to r square. So anywhere we see r square, we are going to put x. So we have a square is equal to pi square x h. This r square becomes x minus pi square r square square. Now r 4 is empty as r square square. Am I correct? So that in place of r square, we're going to put x. So we have a square is equals to pi square x h minus pi square x square. Okay, so rearranging it in a more better form, we are going to have a square is equal to pi square hx minus pi square s square. So I want to bring this to this side so that I can have it like a quadratic equation. So we are going to have, I'll bring this one here first. So it becomes positive pi square s square. This coming this side become minus s square hx plus a square is equals to 0. So if you look at this now, this is a quadratic equation where you have s square, x, and a square as the constant. So we are going to say, recall that x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b square minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, so let me continue from the top now. So these are my two, these are what I'm more concerned about, so I can clean this place. Equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac all over 2a. So this is the general formula. You should know this by now. So I'm going to say let a be equal to, what's the coefficient of x square? Pi square. And let b be equal to, what's the coefficient of x? Minus pi square ish minus pi square ish. And let c be equal to, what's the coefficient of what's the constant now? A square. I have a square. So I can put it here now. I can have x is equal to minus b is what is this? So minus in brackets minus pi square ish plus or minus root b square is minus pi square ish all squared minus 4a. Here's my a is pi square, open a bracket, c is what? A square. So I'm having all over 2 times a, 2 times pi square. So I'm having x is equal to plus, minus times minus is plus. So I don't need to put it, I just say pi square h is already a positive value, plus or minus the square will affect the minus, so the minus will go. Square will affect this pi square. We are going to have pi raised to power 4h square minus, I'm going to have 4 pi square a square all over 2 pi square. So now, this is what I'm having. So recall that your x was equal to r square. So in place of x now, I'm going to put r square from what I did in the previous. So I'm going to have r square is equal to pi square h plus or minus root pi raised to power 4h square minus 4 pi square a square all over 2 pi square. Now, in order to remove this square, we are going to take the square root of both sides. So taking the square root of both sides, we are having r square is equal to the square root of pi square h plus or minus the square root of pi 4 square minus 4 pi square a square all over 2 pi square. Okay, so therefore this square will cancel this. Therefore our answer is r is equal to the square root of pi square h plus or minus the square root of pi 4h square minus 4 pi square a square